everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to continue the main story of patch 3.2. Last time we brought Flamine, Hori Boulder, and Coltene back to the Rising Stones. They finally made it back from their trip overseas to Rodzat Han to hide from, the Crystal Braves. Alright, let's do this. Alphino, Tataru, you ready? Alphino is eager to return to the search for Minfilia. And we get a Pororogo minion for this one. Thancred and Kryle contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castor Meridianum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect you'll forgive me if I return with her daughter. No kidding! No kidding indeed. That is very good news, though, that their search bore fruit. Alright, see ya, Tataru. You take care of things here. Me and Alphino will go grab Minfilia. And of course, we need to get into our slightly warmer clothes. We're in Heavensward area. We need Heavensward clothes. I forgot that's a mount you can get. Alright. Y'shtola! It was rather less than I had hoped, though mayhap I asked too much. Oh? That's not a great sign to hear. How is Flamine, by the way? Enchanting as ever, I trust? I shall have to pay my respects when time allows. She is worried for Minfilia. As are you. My apologies, I see I'm the last to arrive. So, what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the ultimate weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Silde Aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul unto the ethereal sea. In which case we must needs continue our search there. For blessing, the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Antitower, a Charlene construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Motoya was the keeper of the Antitower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. She's gonna be pissed. She is going to be quite pissed, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll meet you with Motoya. Hello, Motoya. We need your help again. We are looking for a friend who may have gone down into the ethereal sea to see Hydaelyn, maybe? Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Antitower, though we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. they have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. That forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Antitower sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent seeks through it. Such was the forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Montoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldesian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you're to tend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no argument. Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Satora. Grumpy as usual. Have fun, Kryle. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you'll need to do once you reach the bottom, but you've always been so resourceful, so we'll figure it out. Fair warning, but the arcane entities in the Antitower are a troublesome lot. Try not to die in there. Will do, will do. The Antitower is the sole reason Australian settlements existed in Eorzea. One cannot overstate the structure's importance. Oh! The entire reason Charlian founded a settlement here was for this. Long ago, long did I wonder what awaited beyond that door. Several times in my youth, I even tried to open it, but the wards were beyond my ability to dispel. All I earned for my efforts was a mountain of menial chores, and I had given up on ever satisfying my curiosity. To think that I'm about to step through the threshold after all these years. Whatever it takes, we will find Minfilia. Whatever it takes. Please don't push yourself too hard. Alright, in we go with Alphino, Thancred, and Y'shtola! Yeah, the tower's upside down. It's reaching down into the ethereal sea. Alright, let's get moving. We've got Alphino as our healer, as an arcanist. We've got Y'shtola as a conjure DPS. And we've got Thancred as a rogue DPS. Fair enough, I suppose. Alright, you know what? I trust my... Oh, wait, hold on. They're forcing us to one pull on this one. Rude. I trust my tanking enough, though. I will likely be doing big pulls, even though we've got NPCs. I trust myself. I can do this. Listen, I co-tanked Titan Extreme on mine difficulty. A little bit of bad NPC AI is not gonna stop me. An ethereal path, no simple thing to create. Let's keep moving. Thancred, please calm down. Please stop stressing. It's not gonna help you. There. Alright, we're just gonna pull forward a bit, and yep, they're making us do one pull at a time. How rude. In that case, we'll use our arm's length now as our mitigation.
Yeah.
Ooh, this Hropkin is a beefy one. There we are. Second path forward. Notably, the wards are in the shape of the Charlian sigil. By the 12, it's literally upside down. The ether is so dense as to be blinding. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for you, Y'shtola, won't it? Given that you see by ether sight now. Hopefully that doesn't end up being too big of an issue. They're really making us do one pull at a time here. Oh, here we go. And I see Alphino is doing well staying on top of those Isunas as well. Maybe he's not such a bad healer as I feared. Alright, next floor, we have our first boss, Zurorogo. Hello! Good gods, what an enormous Porogo! They must provide excellent board here. We're really making that joke, Thancred? Alright, Zurorogo, time for you to die. What do we got interesting about you? We got a water bomb to start off with. Looks like it hits a tank and a DPS. Or possibly just two random players. And we've got bubbles!
Away with you!
Musical bubbles. I want to say if we are standing too close to the bubbles when they blow up, they transform us. I remember there being a transformation mechanic with this fight. Screw it, I might try to do it on purpose. Let's just show it off. Hit me again with something interesting. Oh! We've got choir toads. Oh, okay. Yep, this got a little bit too chaotic for me to want to show off failing mechanics.
I have my pride. Like this!
And Toy Hammer. That, ow! Okay, that is gonna be a tank buster. That gives you a concussion. Awful. Thankfully, Asuna easily. Odious Croak's just a channeled AoE and a cone, it looks like. And we got more choir toads. Let's do it. Just the one? Alright, I'm gonna stand next to a bubble. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Oh, it just gives a damage down debuff. Okay, I thought it transformed you into a toad. I know there are bosses like that. Right, into the ether we go. Into the tower in particular. We travel down the up staircase. Ha. Oh, God, okay. Is this it then? The ethereal sea? This is the shore, you might say. This is just the shoreline of the ethereal sea. Okay, this is a lot already. And we've got Spriggan Doorkeeper. They're gonna be summoning sprites out of these doors. I think we need to kill the doorkeeper to close the doors and stop the sprites from spawning. So I'm actually going to focus on single targeting the Spriggan Doorkeeper. Try to stagger my mitigations so I don't burn through too many too quickly. Alright, we'll do arm's length next to slow them down. We'll finish the cycle with Rampart once the slow wears off. Oh, we got more homunculi coming in. Oh god. Okay, door keeps down, so I think we're safe. There shouldn't be any more after this. Oh, there is a reverb on voices in here. Interesting. Ooh, and we got Meriliths. Hello, giant creatures of stone. Also, what item level are the loot we're getting? 195 accessories. Nice. Okay, got another door keep here. Focus on that with single target. They'll also be sure to grab the homunculi. Oh crap. Elfino? Ooh, it's gonna be tough to figure out how to coordinate using Living Dead here. I might not get the chance. It seems he's gone full heal mode. That reverb is really funky. Alright, I'll pop out another mitt. Give Elfino a little bit of slack. Dang, I was hoping to use Living Dead too. I love using Living Dead on trash packs. It's fun. Makes me feel very powerful. It's the one time Dark Knight can feel somewhat even close to as powerful as a warrior. But it relies on the healer agreeing to not heal you while you die.
Away with you.
Okay, down to 2. We can switch to single targets. Oh, they're tearing through that Merilith. Very nice. And we've got our second boss, Ziggy! More homunculi. We'll deal with them like the rest? All these Spriggans here. I imagine they were drawn to the crystals. Ziggy, save everyone! Ziggy, hero! They turned Ricky into a Spriggan. Incredible. Alright, Ziggy, let's do this. How did they get in here? Okay, what do we got going on with the rocks? Okay, we got small safe spots off on the corners. Probably should have dragged them in the same direction as Thancred. I'll try and pay attention to where he's going next time. Here, you know what? There. Now I can keep track of him. Oh, okay, oh, don't get behind it. Elfino did it wrong. Oh, I see. We were baiting a tether to the meteors. Got it. Now I see what's happening. Okay, got a tank buster. I'll do double mitt to be safe. We got a tether for Y'shtola. And the last one's gonna be for me. Here we go. Hooray! Because we're fighting so slowly thanks to AI, we can actually see all the mechanics in this fight. That's fun. That was tougher than I expected. Come, the lowest level awaits. I don't think it was that tough, Elfino. Even the candles burn upside down. How very Charlian to obsess over useless details. It is... They did definitely go for an aesthetic with this area, with the Antitower. Alright, Alpha No and Ishtola, catch up. Catch up. Okay, this... I may have pulled a little too hard, a little too fast. We're gonna just slam the mitts on. Ow, God! Alpha No! Stop healing me. Here, let's pull out of the AoE.
For the House of Levia! I have my pride.
Always awkward when a wall-to-wall pull ends up putting you right against a door like this. Here, let me pull them away. I'm just gonna pull them over here. The rest of you can cope.
My pride.
Holding on to Abyssal Drain. Alright, we'll use Abyssal Drain. We're fine. We don't need to hold that anymore. Oh, the Centaur was all we needed to open the door. Well, alright then. Come with me, Viking. Or not. Okay, should have all of them secure. The Charlians do love their mammoths. I still have Thancred marked. I guess I didn't end up needing to lure Ziggy over to him again, did I? Shame. I guess it makes sense. That was just dropping the rocks. That was just dropping the meteors that I needed to... Ideally wanted to bait it over to him for. Okay, 2 left. Oh god, more! They keep coming! Alright, well, it's just the 2 of them, so I guess we'll just... Single target, still? Screw it, I'll even pop out an arm's length. Let's just have all the fun with this. I think this is gonna be the last pull. Because I see the boss room just around the corner on the map. As evidenced by the quest marker over there. Oh god! They really do just keep coming. Okay, holding Abyssal Drain for if I need it for healing.
There.
Well, if I need it for healing, that means Alpha No fucked up. Screw it, we're using it. Quick refresh on health, get some damage out. Three left.
Try this.
Okay, let's get a good spot for that. Get out of that AoE. Keep them sitting in the salted earth. Alright, just the Viking and Magus left. Easy. We are Calcabrina, adorable dolls, terrible dolls. Yippo! Well, this is creepy. This entire boss is going to be extremely creepy. Those dolls are the guardian of the viewing chamber. Have care, I sense tremendous power from them. Yeah, don't... Please take them seriously, they do have some really fucky mechanics. We've got the Brinas are doing donuts, and the Kalkas do cones. Oh, thank goodness, they're dying a lot faster than I thought they would. Now the Kalkas move into the middle to take their turn. Easy enough. Hello, the actual boss. Hello, Calcabrina. They have combined, and we've got a gaze dropped on Alphino. Oh, targeted at Alphino. Got it. So yeah, she will do a gaze mechanic in a cone in the direction of whoever is marked with that marker. So if you are near that person, look away from her. Otherwise, just don't stand in front of her. Shield everywhere except the front, so we need to attack her from the front and the front alone. She's readying for her next attack. Hit her with a reprisal, because whatever she does is not going to be pretty. Welcome to the dollhouse! 2 of your party members will be turned into Kalka and Brina dolls, while she throws a massive tantrum. Free them quickly. Ideally, if a healer gets caught, free the healer first. Never hurts to have some extra healing coming out. Okay, Calcabrina, you are actively tanking my frame rate right now. I would like for you to stop that. I would very much like for you to stop that. It's very impolite. Don't you know it's rude to just tank somebody's frame rate on their recording? How dare you? I'm really annoyed. I thought I had that fixed again. Every time I think I have a solution for the frame drops, it comes back. Thankfully, I know one reliable solution, and that's just to reset the recording. Oh, come on, we were so close. Okay, did a quick pause and refresh of the recording, and that immediately fixed it. Literally, it was paused for less than a second. Never mind, it went right back to dropping frames. God damn it. And unfortunately, I'm taking a look at my recording, like all my stats windows that I have up to keep an eye on what's going on, and I'm not seeing any strong indications of why it's dropping frames. Processor usage is fine. The hard drive is at actually a pretty cool temperature. It's not overheating. There has to be a cache issue, except I've very significantly limited the bitrate to avoid that exact issue. I'm gonna reset it real quick while it's calm. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back a few moments later. In total, we lost like 15 seconds over that fight, which is just unbelievably infuriating. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Feel. Think. Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the Mother. We, who were once called Minfilia. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
You've had another vision, haven't you? Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
The word of the Mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
I'm sorry, Elfino, but the mistakes you made with the Crystal Braves can't be fully undone that easily. We've lost Minfilia. She is dead. Not fully. She is part of Hydaelyn at this point. And we got a major reveal there. We have parallel universes happening! In addition to the source upon which we reside, there are 13 reflections, shards of the source. Hydaelyn split the world into 14. Final Fantasy XIV, in fact. It took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that. In order to weaken the Dark God's power and seal him within the moon. There's a lot of shit going on here. There is a very loose implication, as in it's never stated in game, but like you can kind of like, there's a little bit of wink, wink, nudge, nudge there, that each of the reflections is one of the prior Final Fantasy games. In which case, we could probably assume that the 7th rejoining, which involved a meteor, well, a moon, crashing into the planet to cause that rejoining, that was probably Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, Cloud lost. Awesome. Good job. This is the parallel universe where Cloud lost. Awesome. Anyways, Elfino, I truly am sorry. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. She's not coming back, is she? She did what she thought was best. I know that, I do. To give all for her beliefs it was ever her way. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. Unfortunately, that dungeon went about as long as I anticipated, so I'm not able to do doubles today. We did get a Pororoco minion. Let's check that out real quick. A product of Matoya's mind-altering magics, this particular familiar served the mistress for almost 50 summers before becoming struck with a sense of wanderlust, following several fetch quests into the wild. Matoya allowed it to accompany us on our journey. Where'd you go? There you are. Indeed, there is no end to the tasks I want for doing, Ribbit. From Tororogo. I'm just glad that stopping the recording for literally 3 seconds was enough to completely reset the issues so that there are no more frame drops. It's not... Okay, real quick, we're wrapping up now, but I just... Some of the things I have tried in order to fix these issues. 1, I have reduced the bitrate of my recording significantly. I have cleared out my computer of dust. It is very, very, very clean. I was very, very thorough in making sure it was spotless, so it's running much lower temperatures now. I try to keep it clean, but I went very thorough on it this time. I have been monitoring temperatures for the hard drive, for the processor. The temperatures have been reasonable. The processor usage has not been very particularly high. I'm not sure what the heck is happening. I have one guess on what might be happening, and I just noticed it, and I'm very annoyed because I know that's an issue. I'm getting increasingly frustrated with these frame drop issues because they didn't start until post Heavensward. They started post Heavensward and I have not been able to fix them. My best guesses are either the thing I just noticed, which is really irritating because that's something I have very little control over. That's something I can't really fix. Or it's just a cache issue. Maybe the capture drive is starting to die out a little bit, but the smart readings are saying that it's still fine and in good health. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. You can tell I'm very annoyed because I'm venting about it. Alright, well, I'm gonna try and find a time to do a triple main story quest soon. Hopefully we'll have some short ones so I can do that so we can get back on schedule. Whatever, it's fine. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, things are bad. We're grieving. I'm grieving. Alphino is having a bad one. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV... What next? I'll see everyone next time for that.